My thought was that I don't trust the sky and the wind to not start pissing on me, piss pouring on me. Be more specifically, but you figured out that's how the this clan called the Skaven talk from this uh that thing. It's mighty wobbly. Huh. Well, anyways, I need to start getting my clothes and stuff, but like, yeah, and then way out there is the sleeping bag. It's on the ground because I took that stuff. I guess I'm fucked in the short. I took that stuff out to help a friend who was locked out, but then they got back in. And they invited me in, and like poor people apartments. Fuck that. Like it was a nice place as far as like she did what she could with decorating it and all that, and making a home out of it. But you gotta live with like cockroaches and bed bugs, right? And then on top of that, you don't even have the critters that clean your dishes for you. Like I never have to wash dishes or worry about like this like food going all funky and then like sitting there like on a dish. Like then never have to worry about moldy dishes. The only thing I have to worry about is my food going a little bad, but like I actually got free refrigeration now. I gotta clean that thing out because there's still a little bit of water. It's still not foolproof, and it does take a lot of energy and I don't know. I was wearing I just got a bathrobe now, which was lucky to have. And then I just used this one blanket. It was kind of cold. It's cold, but my body's somewhat adapted, and I was just really motivated to leave all my shit out there. It wasn't gonna rain, although it did sprinkle a little bit, so it's probably like a little damp. But bed bugs and cockroaches hate the cold, and then like if anything got on my blankets, it's all the way the fuck over there where it's got like there's all the ants and all the spiders. Like they have the strength in numbers, the cockroaches and bed bugs when they're in their home turf. But like if one or two of them follow me out here, but then again, the wind is like in the sky. Because like if I wait too long and my shit does start getting rained on, well, I'll get like a surge of adrenaline to be like, oh fuck, and like start throwing stuff on, and then that way I can keep dry. But uh, yeah, so that's where I'm at, and I just thought I would more so bring attention to the differences between living outside and inside, or at least the horrors of like that's what I say the horrors. This probably sounds like I'm saying that's something else. I'm not very good at enunciating that. I don't know the tragedy of it's like the tragedy of the commons, but it's associated with poor people housing. So they even got a shelf. I can have a lot more out here, but I can have a lot more. Like, why am I gonna like add too much more to it? Because I'm taking off, and it's like, I got it's just a lot of work to do with the survival shit, and if I'm taking back off, I just need to be focusing on getting what I've got in the best order. And that even has a window, like various windows and phases. And if a phase is done too early, like if I get out of my shit, like okay, everything's clean and dry and packed and all that thing, but I fuck up at a certain point and there's rain and it gets all wet again. Well, this is kind of hard to keep in. Yeah, I have a decent amount more stuff. I just don't access it because I got my mental issues as far as I have limited capacity for how much bullshit I can deal with. And I am generally helping people out. At least they're trying to figure out what's going on in these parts. I don't know. It would be actually be decent to be back. Because I've got my own building. It's just probably fucking trash. But that's alright. I'll clean it up. I haven't been there to micromanage the fucking trash because there's other people that come there now. So my roommate still lives there probably. And it's just like I made the video about how recycling is important. Well, I mean that's why. Look at this ant. Where's he at? There he is. That's a much better neighbor than a fucking bed bug. Or I didn't kill none of the cockroaches. Just like there's billions of them. Just in this city, there's billions of them. Like it's a metaphor for the globe. And there's no point. And we're the ones that brought them this far. I don't really have hostility towards even like the little creatures like that. I also think of like Saint Golic from the just. I always think it's Saint Golic from the Discordian religion. When you're supposed to squish him for good luck or something like that, because since he can't die, since he's like all of them. But I don't know. It's just not worth it to me killing it because I'm basically in its home turf, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, like these renting companies, those spend all the money on like different surveillance and like these security things and all that, which people don't actually need, and they're like all these like not all these posters everywhere. They're like, man, like wear your mask. All these like social distancing still in effect, and they're like little prisons. They're like the size of like they're like fucking like barracks. It's so fucked up. But guaranteed they will never get rid of the roaches and bed bugs. They actually use that as an excuse to kick people out. They like people don't know how to like clean their rooms, and that's just like a widespread fucking generational thing probably like ever since the boomers. The boomers was the last like generation to know to remember how to clean their rooms, and a lot of them have forgotten. So, and it's so much more to clean your room when you don't have like basically remember the brownies and those other things, but they were like that's what goblins and stuff were before, and kobolds before they were like these evil D&D things. They were like these mysterious spirits that would come clean your house for you. You'd be like, I could have sworn we had that dish had like little bits of pie and stuff I had to scrub out of it. Now it's magically clean. Well, it's because the mouse like came in, ate, and then like fucked off back to the woods because people lived in like little cottages in the woods, or they lived in a farm. But it wasn't until, well, it wasn't until like really the farming and then the explosion of populations, and then there's the mouse utopia. So I should like put that. I should put their references and stuff in the links, which I never know what to put exactly in the description or whatever. But I thought of that for something I said, I don't know, a couple minutes ago, and I already forgot what it was what I said. But like Mouse Utopia and shit like that. I guess it's context. Uh, uh, 12 minutes should be enough, so I can get going and doing things. Cause you can look at the leaves to see the wind. I'm kind of sheltered in this spot a little bit because it's got like that big branch, but it's cold. It's like it's gonna be a lot colder when I actually like get up and start getting dressed. And then I put the clothes on. The clothes are gonna be cold. So I'm glad this happened at like a nice brisk 50 degrees instead of like 40 degrees or 30, which it's dropping down to. So that being said, I'm not. I don't plan on visiting anyone else's house. That's and that's so fucked up because I mean, really, it was like a lot of it's social isolation too. Like people need to be visited, and they need to have be able to have hosts. And wow, it's like a lot of these buildings just like you can't bring in. They treat it like it's a hotel where, but like one of those hotels, it's like you can't have your friend over or whatever. Like like oh like I don't know, like maybe I want to play. Oh hey, I'm in town. I want to play Scrabble with my friend, and they're like literally like no. And it's like some like cheap, shitty $50 motel, but they're used to dealing with people who are on the absolute brink of like desperation, and so they could have like every little thing to hold over their head. And that's what like $1,000 a month will get you here or more. That's like that very bottom entry price. What the? Then you got to be a wage slave just to maintain that, or you got to, or you, well, you, a lot of people get just get, they'll get the government funded, but it's just another fucky way of going about it. This is gonna suck, but I gotta do this things. It's too cold. Whatever.